Okay, so my name is Nurul Farihan and you can call me Miss Farihan. So this is our first time meeting each other, right? Wait, no? First time seeing me. I have not yet seen you. So after this, I am hoping for all of you to record a video, something like this, just to introduce yourself to me. Can you do that? Yes, thank you. Okay, so for today's lesson, I want all of you to be prepared with your textbook and also your English module and turn it to the very last page. So, are you ready to learn? Okay, let's get started. Okay everyone, so before we start the class, I want all of you to know what we will learn today. The first thing that we will learn today is we will learn how to read with correct intonation and also punctuation. And then for the second part, we will learn about simple present, the negative form. Are you guys ready? Yes? Okay, good.
I hope everyone is ready with your English module, textbooks, and also a pencil. To begin our lesson for today, everyone, I want you to open your textbook and turn to page 24. And then you will see the image of a family and also a text. Are you guys ready to read together with me? Okay, let's start. Sue and Noel Rafford have got 17 sons and daughters, and they have also got 2 granddaughters. It's a big family, and they are very organized. Every school day, the children get up early and have breakfast at 6:45 a.m. Noel gets up at 4:45 a.m., has breakfast, and goes to work in his bakery. When he has a break, he doesn't relax. He comes home and takes the children to school in the family's minibus. Sue works at home. Her older daughter studies, but sometimes helps with the housework. The younger children don't help. In their free time, they play video games or watch TV with their brothers and sisters. Sue doesn't watch TV a lot. The Raffords don't usually go to restaurants or to the cinema because it's expensive. The young children normally go to bed at 7 p.m., the older ones at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. and their parents go to bed just before 10 p.m. Why have the Raffords got this enormous family? Because they love children. Life in the Raffords' house is sometimes difficult and it's often noisy, but it's usually fun. Okay, good job everyone. So now you have read the text and we will proceed to our exercise. Now everyone, please look at your English module. Let's look at the first activity, instruction. Complete the sentences below based on the text on page 24. Okay, that is the instruction For exercise 1, arahan dia. Lengkapkan ayat di bawah berdasarkan teks pada muka surat 24, teks yang awak baca tadi tu. Okay, look at number 1. I already give you example for number 1. Okay, number 1. When he has a break, he ... the blank space. If you see there, I already write, he doesn't relax. He comes home and takes the children to school in the family's minibus. Okay, for question number 2, 3 and 4, I want you to do that by yourself. How you want to do that? You need to refer to the text on page 24 that we already read just now. Okay. Can you do that? Okay, I hope you can do. Just try your best, and if you cannot answer that, you can ask me later.
Good job everyone, you have done part 1 and I can't wait to see your answer. Don't forget to share the answer to me, personally WhatsApp me. Okay, now we will proceed to part 2. For part 2, it's very easy. It's about simple present, the negative form of simple present. That's what we will learn after this. But even it is very easy, I want you to listen carefully and try to understand what is simple present. Can you? Okay, good. Simple present. This is very important. I want you to remember this, okay? We use simple present tense when we talk about facts and routine, and we don't use simple present tense to talk about past event. Maksudnya, kita akan selalu guna simple present tense ni kalau kita nak cakap ataupun nak huraikan tentang fakta-fakta dan juga rutin harian. Dan kita tak guna simple present tense ni untuk kita cakap pasal benda yang dah lepas. Okay, let's try to understand more about simple present tense. And for today's lesson, I will only be focusing on the negative form. Note that simple presents, we have affirmative and also negative. But for today's lesson, we only gonna learn the negative form. Okay. So, we use the negative form of simple present to say no to the event in the sentence. Contohnya macam dalam ayat kita tu, kita akan guna negative form of simple present apabila kita nak cakap tak. Kita nak menidakkan sesuatu dalam ayat itu. Let's look at the table here. We have subject pronouns, negative, verbs, and ideas. So, to write negative sentences in simple present, we have 2 additional friends. Okay, we have doesn't and also we have don't. For subject pronouns, he, she, it, when you want to write simple presents in negative form, you must add doesn't. We use doesn't for he, she, and it. For subject pronouns, they, we, I, you, to write a negative sentence in simple present, we must add don't. Remember, he, she, it, we add doesn't. They, we, I, you, we add don't. Okay, next. Look at the verbs and also ideas. When we write negative sentences in simple present, the verb must be in its original form when we use doesn't or don't. For example, he doesn't get, she doesn't study. Okay, the word verb get, study, go, have, we don't have to add any s, any ed, any ies, and so on. It must be in its original form. Next,
After the verb, you have to add some ideas, the extension of your ideas to explain your sentences. For example, he doesn't get up at 7:30 a.m. Menunjukkan dia tak bangun pada pukul 7:30 a.m. Next, let's look at some example. The first example we have here. My dad don't or doesn't drive to work. Which one is the correct answer? Don't or doesn't? My dad. So my dad, your dad is a male, lelaki dad. So for male, what is the subject pronouns? Look at that timetable. Subject pronouns for he. He, lelaki. My dad. Dad tu lelaki, so dia punya subject pronouns is he. And what is the negative sentence for he? To write negative sentence in simple present, we use doesn't. So, what is the answer here? My dad doesn't drive to work. Okay, good job. Correct. Next, let's look at another example. My parents don't or doesn't work on Saturdays. Which one is the correct answer? What is the subject pronouns for my parents? When you get confused, just refer to our timetable. Kalau keliru je pasal ni, tengok balik jadual yang teacher tunjuk tadi. Okay, there you go, your timetable. My parents. The subject pronouns for my parent is they. So, they adalah kata ganti nama untuk my parents. So, they, what is the negative sentence for they? To write negative sentence in simple present. So, don't. They don't. My parents don't work on Saturdays. Let's check our answer. Okay, correct. My parents don't work on Saturdays. Okay, you see there, I highlighted the word work in yellow. The word work in yellow, we must put that in its original form. We don't have to add any S, any IES, any ED, and so on. Why? Because after the word don't and doesn't, the next verb must be followed by the original form. Correct. Okay, I hope you understand and clear about simple present and how to write negative sentence in simple present. Now we have the activity here. Your activity. For this activity, choose the correct words in rules 1, 2 to 3. The first one, we use don't or doesn't after he, she, and it to make negative sentences. Do you remember how to make negative sentences? For he, she, and it. Don't or doesn't. Okay. Now, check your answer in the timetable and do that for number 1, number 2, number 3. Underline which one is the correct answer. Next, task, complete the table based on the rules above. Negative sentences for he, she, and it. What is it? Don't or doesn't? For I, you, we, they. What is the negative sentences? Okay. Now you need to answer that question. And that's all for today's lesson. I hope you clear, and if you have any question, just WhatsApp me and I will help you.
Okay everyone, so that's all for today's lesson. I hope you learned something and I also hope you understand the lesson. But if you have any question or there is anything that you don't understand, just WhatsApp me and don't forget to submit your task to me. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you everyone. See you next time.